are we gonna play today?
Well, clearly it's Dark Souls. I mean, oh no, the fake out. Spike Chunsoft. I don't know if we've played anything by Spike Chunsoft.
Is Chunsoft the ones that do mystery dungeon games? It sounds familiar.
Maybe.
This game uses autosave. That narrows down what it could be. Okay. Just goes right in.
Yeah, so welcome to Sunday.
So there's a kind of a funny story of how we got
Yeah,
this.
alright, go for it.
So we accepted the Humble Bundle subscription service for 1 month because it would have Dark Souls 2 in it, and we figured we're going to want to do that eventually because we have 1 and 3, we wanted to. Then Josh forgot to cancel it, and we got the next month.
We got both months.
Yeah, so this was one of the things on it.
Your experience with One Piece is like nothing at all.
You making me watch it, it was boring.
Well, we watched like the first 3 episodes.
No, you made me watch like 2 weeks worth of episodes. Yeah, it was really boring. It was like...
Oh.
Okay, so... Uh-oh. Oh, what?
I just unplugged my mic. My headset, sorry.
Okay.
Technical difficulties, give me a second.
Okay, well, anyways... my experience with One Piece is that in like 2007, I caught 1 episode of it on Toonami and was like, yeah, that almost looks like Dragon Ball, whatever. And then I like ignored its existence. And I don't know, sometime last year, Josh was like, yeah, this is good. We're gonna watch it on Hulu. And he made me watch enough of it that I know that it's about this stretchy Goku who's a pirate but not. And he sits around in like a barrel and floats around. I think I remember he was in a barrel
He's
at some
a pirate.
point.
He's not a pirate, but
Anyways,
he totally is a pirate.
Like, all I saw was him go to an island and run across the island, then run to the other side of the island, and he's just yelling, and there's they just keep running across the island. Okay. At one point, a bunch of barrels of oil fall, and they get all slippery, but they still have to run across the island. Well, that's all I remember, was that they were just running, like they were just doing laps around an island.
Yeah. Well, I found out when I ran this game the first time to see what versus mode was like in it, that there's no versus mode in this game.
Oh boy. See you next Sunday.
No, this is not a character snark, so this will be a start for a series that probably will get very little use out of the 2, or 3 rather, that we have now for all of the different characters.
Look at that guy jerking off in the corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a guy off on the side of the screen who's just rubbing his hands together and grimacing at us.
This is story snark.
We just want to get the most out of arc puns.
So the problem with this game is that there's no versus mode until you beat the first main story, which I have been assured is not a character-based story. It's not like, oh, well, you're just this particular character. It's like, no. This game has a storyline, and it just tends to switch you around a lot. So we're going to do this and unlock verses, and then maybe it'll show up in Character Snark or Tournament Snark after that, but for now, it's not. Also, this is the most bare bones, like, ridiculous, like, title screen I've ever seen.
Yeah, like, this is our menu?
Yeah, I can't move anything. Options is Y, which I've already gone in and kind of, like, messed with a bunch of the options.
Yeah, you had to map all of the controls.
It comes windowed.
Oh,
for some strange reason. Yeah, I've already fixed it. I fixed it a while ago.
Why are
but it's
we
like,
on the options?
I just wanted to show.
Okay.
And then there's like update news. And this is it. I'm hitting left and right. The only thing I can select is that thing that says Paramount War there in the center. Also, look at them ladies with square hair.
Yeah, and poorly conceived rib cages.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to remark on the boobs. It's just, where's their ribs and how did they connect to their shoulders?
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get back into this now. So this is the first episode, Luffy, who is the main character. I don't know if this is probably going to start halfway through the series, so I might have to explain stuff.
Yeah, this is probably part of a series of this happening.
So yeah, this is like halfway. Yeah, this is halfway through the series.
This isn't Japanese.
Yeah, this is halfway through the series. This is Ace. His brother has been declared like an enemy of the Navy, and the Navy has captured him, and he's gonna die. Spoilers for the series, I guess. If you haven't gotten this far into it.
I don't care. I mean, this series is kind of old now, so I don't think it matters. I also know that, like, a good portion of, like hack weeaboos on the internet right now, like, grew up on this, so a lot of, like, really amateurish webcomics have been having a style that looks like they probably were trying to trace this.
Yeah, this game, or rather this series, is very Japanese, by the way.
Yeah.
There's some stuff going on that is kind of unusual.
And there's a general aesthetic of this guy just draws what he wants.
Yeah,
None
really.
of it makes sense.
Some of the stuff doesn't really make sense, honestly.
Yeah, no, like, it's just, this guy just draws whatever he thinks would look cool, even if geometrically it's all stupid looking. Like, whatever.
I don't even remember what the build-up to this is. It's just Luffy
What are
and...
proportions?
Okay, in the defense of that character in the back with the giant head, he is a race that looks like that.
Okay.
That's not a human being. Or
All right.
rather, it's a human, but it's a different
None
type
of them quite
human.
look like human beings.
This comes right after Luffy escapes from prison with all of these dudes, and they wind up firing a ship into the air and land in the area where his brother's being executed, so that he can stop the execution. So this is fresh out of prison, Luffy.
Okay, these graphics are honestly pretty decent for trying to
Let's see,
imitate a 2D
that's
style.
a jump, this is a block, that's a punch, this is also a punch. Let's see. I've got
Okay.
some kind of special
Oh yeah,
there.
that's the other thing I know about this, is that this is like
Okay, there
Inflation
we go.
Fetish 101.
Yeah. So somebody's going to explain the battle controls now. Use the
Okay.
move list in the pause menu to check on these controls later. The move list uses icons like jump, guard,
Oh,
attack
so it
to
won't
describe
be
each action.
like attached to a button so much as like a type of button.
I guess.
That happens a lot in fighting
Go to
games.
button configuration in the options to see screen to see which button is assigned to which action. Oh, fun. My descriptions assume your buttons are configured to their default actions. Let's start with basic controls. Jump with the A, guard with the B. So jump
Yeah,
is this.
those are Xbox
Guard
buttons.
is this.
We got a PS3
Yeah,
controller.
well, we totally do, yeah.
Yeah, this is how it works for us, though.
Try tapping X to attack, to perform a string of normal attacks. Perform a ranged attack using down with left and X to attack. Okay, so like that. And then normal attack is without pressing anything, just hit the button. Okay.
So does this auto-target on your enemy the way a fighting game normally does? Because fighting games are usually
Yes, it
left
would
or right.
it would appear that this is auto-targeting. Also, it's behind the shoulder, which is something I don't like, but there are a ton of fighting games that do this now. All of the Naruto games do this now.
Sure, it's just Soul Calibur style. You can move back and forth, but you got like a slightly different camera.
Yeah, if we were doing versus right now, our screen would look exactly the same way it is, and you would be playing Crocodile.
Sure, I guess you could get used to that.
I guess, but it feels really weird.
Eh.
Use Y unique to perform a character's unique attack. Some characters can perform a different unique attack using
Alright,
down
so
on the
it's
left
like
stick
Smash
and
Brothers
Y
logic.
for unique.
Got it.
Yeah, so Y is the Gutling Gum Gum pistol, and then down and Y is the stamp, which is just a kick.
Okay.
So it's a punch and a kick. This is very basic.
I've always noticed that these feel like they shouldn't work this way, and that he's slingshotting a part of his body, but there doesn't seem to be enough momentum. He just punches and it goes further, but he shouldn't. He's not pushing the stretchy out, right?
He's not. Wait, he's not doing what?
He's not extending his arm like it just grows. It's stretching, so he has to whip it around for momentum, right? It always feels like these punches don't have enough momentum to do that to start.
Yeah, you'd think so.
I mean, it's a cartoon.
Sometimes
so
they do, but not always. You are right about
They
that.
always just feel
Why is
kind
this
of.
not working?
They feel like he's literally just growing his arm as opposed to stretching his arm.
It is pointed out later on in the game, or not later on in the series, rather, that that is kind of a thing that he does sort of have the ability to do.
Oh, okay. That's fine then.
Like, he can grow parts and he gains mass when he does, even though the argument is, yeah, he's made of rubber. Like,
Can
he
he
should
grow
just
extra
be...
legs?
No, he can't do extra stuff. That's a different character with that
Oh,
ability.
okay.
It told me to hit him and then hit jump, and I'm doing that. It's not really working.
I'm under the impression that power sets in this don't work by X-Men logic, where they've got like a specific sci-fi understanding of how each thing does.
No, that's not right.
I'm under the impression that it's more what would be funny because this is a gag manga, right?
Kind of. It is gag, but there's also a ton of actual stuff going on as well. Like, it is totally...
But it's like Dragon Ball. Where they don't,
It's got a lot of action.
They don't go into detail about whether or not Ki is magic or whatever. They just kind of do things.
I love this. It doesn't actually tell me how to do guard break. It just says, yeah, here's guard break.
Yeah, you just do it.
Retry this. From the beginning?
No, don't do that.
No, I don't want to do that. But I don't know how to do it! Like, it wasn't explained more than once.
Well, just try everything.
I'm trying.
You might have to, it might be timing based.
No, he has to be guarding, and then it told me to hit jump while he's guarding. And he's not guarding all the time, which is really annoying. Why the fuck, if they're trying to teach you guard break, why wouldn't they be doing this?
Well, you did it there.
No, I hit his guard, but I didn't break it.
Yeah, he guarded because you were hitting him. So you gotta get him to guard because you're hitting, and then you do the thing.
Yeah, but the guard break itself is a specific command.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm having some trouble getting it out. It's not quite working.
Should I, look it up?
No, you know what? Screw it. I'm retrying. See you guys in a minute. And we're back. I figured out what it was. It's not attack and then jump. It is attack and jump at the same time to do a guard break.
Okay.
That is the weirdest way to explain
you'd think that would just be a jump attack.
Yeah. Also, I don't understand why it is they would do that.
So you can move when you guard.
Yeah, step to avoid guard breaks. So while guarding, press min and step in directions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Press... Okay, so this is another plus. So it's unique and guard for a heavy guard attack that breaks your foe's guard and even keeps him from sidestepping. So then sidestepping doesn't have a purpose.
I'm sure there's
no way to avoid it, but it's also performed very slowly. If you see one coming, fight back using your normal attacks. Okay. That kind of hit him.
Yeah, like that's got enough time on it that you could go in and break it with a really quick slap.
Maybe,
that makes
yeah.
sense.
Those are the basic controls. Win by reducing your enemy's HP to 0.
Yeah, that
Good,
part
thanks.
we inferred.
Yeah, I kind of figured, what with this being a game and all.
Yeah. The presence of HP implies that it can go down to 0, and that could be bad.
I wonder if there's grabs in this, because I'm not seeing any.
Maybe that's like step 2 of the tutorial. Is it flowing well? How's this feel?
It feels okay. The angling I really don't like. Japan likes to do this with its 3D fighters lately. I can't get behind it. I just don't like it.
You'll probably get used to it.
I probably will during the course of this video even, probably.
Yeah.
But it's just... It's so annoying.
It lets you see the moves better than being directly behind, but it gives you a more understanding of the 3D plane than if it was just side to side. I get why they would do it.
I guess.
I understand it. It's a little different. I think you could get used to it.
I could literally just... Did you see the kick he does in the air?
Yeah.
That's a jump kick. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, and that's one of those things where it's like, he's not building momentums. That's not stretch powers.
Nope. That's just really fast movement.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this guy's white beard, by the way. That's a beard.
Okay.
It's literally a mustache. I don't understand his name.
I don't know. That's what you call a pirate.
Oh, also, yeah, Whitebeard is trying to be Pirate King, but also that's what Luffy wants, so they're rivals.
Is that like an acknowledged title? Like if you become it,
yes,
it's
an actual it's an actual accepted title. Because for some strange reason, there's a man named Gold Roger who had what was necessary, and then they hung him from the gallows, but he told everybody where he left it.
But, okay, so is this like some kind of divine right to rule thing, though? Like, why would people pay attention to that? Why would they accept that?
Potentially, there are also divine rulers in this setting who are the world government, who are people who basically wear, like, spacesuits because they don't want to come in contact with
2 years ago.
Yeah, this is Luffy from tier years prior.
What?
Yeah, also I guess we got achievements unlocked, so and then here's a bunch of characters. I don't know why Ace is on here. He should be dead by the time this game takes place if it's 2 years after this. Oh my god, there's a branching story path. Look at that.
Huh.
Renowned Marines and pirates alike clash. Someone with this strange connection to Luffy is also fighting on the ice. To face off two royal warlords. Luffy hurries to the execution stand, but Gecko Maria blocks his path. Jinbei stands in and fights the Shadow Masters.
Just do whichever gets us to do verses so that we can do regular fights in this.
Luffy heads towards the execution scaffold. He runs across the frozen waves together with his friends. However, he finds his way blocked once more, this time by a lone marine. It's just Smoker. Who cares?
Is that guy's literal name?
Yeah, his name's Smoker. Okay, the premise of One Piece is that this
Wait
is
a minute, that's a Waterworld thing.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Wait, what?
That's the entire fucking bad guys in Waterworld are called the Smokers.
Are they?
Yes.
I didn't even
At one
remember
point you
that.
see them dump an entire crate of cigarettes down into the brig for all of the rowers to smoke.
Good. Well, I think Luffy calls him... He might be Smokey sometimes instead of Smoker, but I think the English version is Smoker. So they all ate fruit called devil fruit.
Sure.
Not every character in the setting did. There are just normal human beings.
I'm just gonna assume that's like eating a Dragon Ball.
It is. It's like eating a Dragon Ball if the Dragon Ball also gave you power. Oh god. Hold on. Hold down LB and press X, Y, or B. Okay. So... this is how you do specials, I guess.
I guess.
Oh god, he's hitting me with smoke. What a dick. I didn't even get to see what that one looked like. Okay, it's a punch. I'm gonna guess everything he does is a punch.
This was dubbed by 4Kids, right?
In the original version of it, yes.
So, did that character exist? Did they just wipe him from existence because he's smoking two stogies?
I think they wiped his stogies from existence. He just kind of permanently expelled gas from his face.
Okay, that's got context.
That is a thing that
different.
he does, in all fairness. Like, that is his actual skill.
Check out that mosh pit back there.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of dudes. The gauge on the lower left is your burning gauge. Press, like, right stick when it's at max to awaken. Wait, so R3?
I guess.
Oh, gear second. Hey, second gear.
Okay, so it's a buff.
Yeah. That's what gear second usually is. Awakening your characters powers you up. Press right stick when awoken for a powerful ultimate attack. Use an ultimate attack when your hero's HP is low to release an awesome grand impact. Okay.
I'm gonna assume that anything we can fight is gonna be a character that we could play as in Versus.
Probably. So Smoker's big thing is, this is an alternative world in which Earth is, like, completely flooded. And everything is just islands. There aren't technical continents because none of them are really
So
big
it's
enough to be
Waterworld.
Except Waterworld didn't have islands.
Yes, it did.
It had man-made islands.
That was the point of Waterworld. There was an island.
There was a
they
single
were looking
island.
for it the whole time when they found it.
This is like, there's like almost no islands whatsoever in Waterworld, but there are totally tons
Well, there
of islands.
weren't any that they found other than the one. That's no proof that there weren't more. They didn't search the entire globe.
I guess that's true.
Like, you could decide to do a Waterworld sequel and have there be a second Dryland.
Well, oh, you're third now.
Oh,
That's what I
okay.
mean by he's gaining mass. Like, and then he turns into a small bad for a short period of time.
Not for very long.
No, in the normal series, it's for way longer than that.
Well, that wouldn't have been practical. Boobs.
Yeah, this is the character who's kind of pushed as Luffy's girlfriend. She's a snake.
Okay.
Yeah, there's two of them. Luffy is the kind of character, he's like Goku, where he doesn't understand interpersonal connection with other people.
He doesn't
like this.
understand why you'd put your mouth on a girl's mouth.
Yeah,
That
but
kind of character?
she really likes Luffy.
I don't know why that keeps happening in mangas. No, actually, it kind of makes sense. There's an issue in Japan lately where it feels like just a lot of the dudes have decided they don't care about actual sex with non-pillows. So, like, I guess it makes sense to make, like, a weeaboo nerd fantasy about, like, not being interested in sex, but all the ladies want to fuck you anyways. You know what? I can kind of...
Yeah.
I'm probably wrong. That's probably not really what's going on with that.
So she has two sisters, and all three of them have abilities, and they are the queens of, like, an Amazon island.
Sure. That's Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little bit. If you want to call Goku, I mean, Goku's Superman. If you want to call Luffy Superman or Goku,
If he's a Goku analog, he's a Superman analog by default.
Boa Hancock gives Luffy the key to save Ace, but then Hawkeye's Mihawk appears in his way. Jesus Christ. Fucking Hawkeye.
All it says is fight the thing. You go here, you fight thing.
Aboard his boat, Whitebeard has begun his battle of wits with Sengoku. On the sea, Doflamingo invites Crocodile to team up with him against Whitebeard. All at once, the battle is heating up.
Are these screen caps from the actual anime?
Maybe? They could be colored manga panels as well. This time, Dracule Mihawk stands in Luffy's way. It's Hawkeye's Mihawk. Dracule Hawkeye's Mihawk.
Okay, I mean, it's an anime. I'm gonna accept any name they give him.
Fucking Dracule, though.
Sure,
God,
why
that
not?
fucking name. So, in One Piece, the world is mostly water. And there are a bunch of islands that are interconnected, that are typically like a day or two away from one another. And a bunch of characters either have innate abilities, like I think Hawkeye might have, this might just be him, versus Luffy, who ate a devil fruit and has abilities because of that. A ton of these characters ate devil fruit, which are things that just give them weird-ass fucking powers. Luffy's is that he's made of rubber.
Support characters, hold up.
Okay, so there are two types of support characters, those who activate automatically and those who can activate at will. Use up, left, right to activate those. You can activate at will. Vista is the type who will have to be activated manually. Bringing Vista out, and you won't be knocked back or frozen by ice for a period of time, although you'll still take full damage. Okay. That's weird.
For the record, I accept anime names more the crazier they are, because, like, I mean, that's kind of how anime works. Like, it's weirder if we walked up to a guy and his name was, like, Paul or John or something. I'd be like, who the fuck?
Well, I mean, there might be a Bible anime that would name their characters John and Paul.
There's probably a Bible anime
or a
that does
Beatles
that.
anime.
That's probably a thing, too.
That could be a thing. I wouldn't be that surprised if it was, to be honest.
But yeah, if you walk up to a character and his name isn't Hatsune Goku or something, like, then I'm confused.
Yeah.
Like, why is your character just named Steve?
Good old Hatsune Steve.
Hatsune Goku, I'm gonna Google that and see if anything comes up.
Oh
that
man,
would be good.
that doesn't have armor on it. Like, nothing has armor in this game. It's so weird. Oh,
So they can interrupt your attack, is what you're saying.
Yeah, everything is interruptible. You have
I
to
guess
get
that's
everything on the
fine.
end of, like, a combo to make it work.
Yeah, that just means that's how they want you to play the game.
I guess.
You'll probably get used to it.
I'm already kind of used to it. It's just weird that they do it.
They're probably, like, not adhering to traditional fighting game stuff because they want it to look like the anime. Do people interrupt fancy moves in the anime?
I wouldn't be surprised if they would.
Yeah, because, like, we've passed the era of not, like, looking at that critically. Like, everyone knows you can interrupt, like, a transformation sequence or a power-up.
Not always. Sometimes
Usually.
you can't. Things like fucking Pretty Cure, they never allow you to do that. Because one of the writers determined at some point that, like, they literally must be creating some amount of like, heat when they transform that's hotter than the sun, so it would be suicide to attack them when they're transforming.
We've only seen, like, one episode of Pretty Cure.
I just know because I've seen interviews.
Okay. You just acquire anime knowledge.
I do.
understand. I understand how that works.
Anyway, everybody's pirates because it's a flooded world, and this is the golden age of piracy because prior to, piracy was normal, and then during normal piracy, oh god.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like a cut man. You can cut him in half and he just reassembles himself.
Alright.
That's Buggy the Pirate.
Alright.
But you have a bunch of pirates prior to that became really cool and started challenging the government, and kids, the generation after that, thought then that pirates are super cool and started to become pirates and make it their own, and this is them making it their own. This is just a bunch of kids who have, like, stupid powers and boats fighting each other trying to get to the last, like, pirate king's treasure, because if you can find it, you automatically become the pirate king.
And it's like just, you know, the author like saw a movie or read a thing he liked and was like, yeah, I'm gonna make a character with that power. It's gonna also look ridiculous because that's what I feel like drawing. Like that's the vibe I get from this.
Sometimes, but not always.
Okay.
There are some characters who are very clearly unique.
Is there like clear like world building that's consistent and not based on? I thought this would be cool.
You'd be surprised. There is an amazing amount of world building in One Piece. People don't realize it because they don't really get farther than certain points.
Everything looks inconsistent. Like every character just looks like they're based off some other random thing.
So the argument is that a lot of these characters are probably not technically human beings, and then you've got inhuman races, and then you have human races that are also just look inhuman, and all of them can interbreed. So sometimes you'll get weird fucks like this dude who had the really sharp teeth. He might be half fishman. Or something like that. And fishmen have variations for as many kinds of fish as there are.
So, I'm not sure what's happening right now.
Whitebeard is being stabbed by some man, and...
They were just talking to each other, and he's like, okay, I stabbed.
He's a turncoat. He's turning around.
Yeah, there's not a lot of context given, so it's just all out of nowhere.
So the...
I mean, this is clearly for the fans, so you don't need as much context.
Luffy's brother Ace, the guy who's on execution right now, that they haven't killed yet, is the, like, I think he's the first mate or something like that to Whitebeard. Like, he respects him greatly. So Whitebeard is his captain. And Whitebeard is an old-ass pirate who used to sail with the King of Pirates.
Here?
He's trying to tell him that even though you killed me, I still love you.
How? Are these boyfriends?
No, he is like a father character to all of the pirates on his ship.
Okay.
No matter who they are, no matter what they've done, even if they murder him. Which is great, because he is pushed as being this incredibly nefarious, awful guy throughout the whole series. And you find out, like, he is this dark-hearted pirate who's super nice to everyone.
I don't know, like, I've got no context, so those could have been boyfriends for all I knew. You know?
Yeah. So this is, his ability is called the Tremor Fruit, which means he can just start earthquakes at will.
Okay. Do they all have dumb names?
Sometimes, yeah. Like Luffy's is the Gum Fruit, and that's what turned him into
all baby
rubber.
talk.
Kind of. Not all of them,
got
but
a character.
Some of them, yeah. I don't know how.
I don't know.
I guess we just picked him up for winning.
An experience for whatever. So the oranges are probably the required path, right?
You know what? I'm starting to think that's what it was. I thought it was going to be the other way, but yeah.
Well, we want to get to versus mode so that we can play this game like we intended.
Yeah. So he uses his tremor to shift the entirety of the island. He can also use it to cause tsunamis if he wants.
Well, tsunamis come from earthquakes, so
and he can do it. He can do it aboard his ship as well if he wants to. He doesn't have to be touching the ground to cause it to like quake. Which is, as it turns out, that's why he's so incredibly strong. Like, that's why he has survived as long as he has, is he is a pirate whose ability is, like, absolutely the most destructive thing you've ever fucking seen.
Okay.
He can sink islands if he feels like it.
He just died, though, right?
I think he's
there's
cut into... That's a fishman. That's Jinbei.
That is Shrek.
He is a fishman.
It's like an ogre or something.
He looks like an oni. He is a kind of... fish. I don't know what he is off the top of my head. I don't remember.
He's Shrek.
He's supposed to look like an oni though, because he is.
It's obvious.
The fishmen are very Japanese in the way that they are, and he is like the king of fish. Not the king of fishmen. He's God, what is he? He's some really big thing amongst the fishmen. I think he's like one of the most. Oh, he's one of the four. Gods of pirates. Because you have four pirate guys who are like aligned with the Navy and work alongside the Navy, and he's one of them.
I've got no context for whatever's
Don't
happening
worry about
now.
it. This is the Navy challenging Luffy, and they're talking about he's the son of the dragon because his dad's name is Dragon.
All right. I accept everything here at face value.
So now we gotta fight the Navy. Each of these guys has weird fucking abilities, and I hate all of them. These characters are, like, really bad. This guy's a lava mancer.
Okay. I mean, I can tell.
Yeah, he just throws out lava like crazy. That's his whole fucking shtick.
Alright.
He's also viewed as being one of the, like, strongest characters in the series, so I don't know why they're throwing
This is like
that
our
in.
4th battle?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Oh, you just dead.
Yeah, I just straight up died there, so let's retry that.
Do they give you experience for loss? Is that what you just got?
Oh my god, yeah, I think it was. There's a fucking dead giant in the background, too!
Are they dead?
He's dead or injured. They may have just
His
thrown him
hair
at
is
the wall.
wobbling.
Yeah, your hair still wobbles when you're dead.
It could mean he's breathing.
That's entirely within the law.
Come on, like if you're seeing movement, it possibly means that they're breathing.
Possibly.
Or it could just be that their hair is flowing in the wind because it's an anime.
He is kind of like a weird giant, though. I can't remember if that's... I don't think that's Oz, but because I think Oz is dead by this point. But, like, that is another big, horrible pirate who is also some kind of giant.
How do they define pirate in this world? Because I'm getting the feeling it doesn't mean what I think it means.
Are you on a boat? Do you fight the Navy? You're a pirate.
So everyone...
Yeah, everyone can be a pirate if they want. It's literally just, oh, not this fucker. I hate this guy so much. It's not like, did I die?
Can you be a land pirate?
Did I just need to do... Oh, this is just timing based. Okay, cool. You can be, if you're on land, you are a bandit.
Okay. I would have used the term brigand because I like that better as an equivalent to pirate. Or perhaps if you're in like a setting where the word would be used, like maybe a marauder.
Luffy's dad is a revolutionary who's trying to destroy the government, and his grandfather is one of the most well-known and decorated members of the Navy there
And that guy's got plasma for arms.
Yeah, and
sure,
this man just
okay.
has, like, laser wings, I guess.
It's a plasma pineapple. He's got ugly hair.
No. Next.
What?
What? No. What?
What?
What is it asking me to do? End battle? Sure, I guess?
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there either. That was weird.
But you're level 2? You're level 3.
Level 3. Ooh. My Luffy 2 years ago is level 3. I'm going to guess that this is going to be like the Dragon Ball games, where we've got we've got Luffy from 2 years ago, Luffy modern day, Luffy like in the future or something, and they're 3 different characters with different abilities.
Oh, so it's Sonic and Classic Sonic.
No, it's like Goku and Kid Goku and Teen Goku and all the other
Classic Sonic is also like that. Sonic is also a Goku analog.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Sonic does it too for some weird reason. You're
Sometimes.
right. So Luffy, the final line of defense.
I'm assuming this is a prologue and that they want us to see the prologue before we get, like, game features.
Yeah, you know what? That would make a lot of sense. And this is, I'm guessing, primarily a first-person, like a first-player game. A single-player game. I don't know why I'm phrasing it so weird.
Reminder, we didn't pick this game picked us.
Yeah.
It fell in our laps accidentally because we weren't looking.
I completely didn't think about how much I'd have to explain about this, too. Because, like... I don't know how many people are actually aware of how One Piece works at all.
Oh, it's a super popular thing.
Yeah,
I'm probably the only one who doesn't.
You'd expect people to know.
I avoid popular things. So...
Oh my god, this guy's whooping my ass!
The more
I think I just have to
people-
survive for 30 seconds again, but oh my god.
The more people on the internet like something, the more I will avoid it. So, like, everyone knows what's going on but me. And maybe, like, your parents.
Yeah, Megan's idea of the internet is about on par with your parents.
Yeah, well, no. But if you ask me to give you trivia on whatever's popular in 2017, I'll be like, I don't know. People still like ponies, right?
I guess.
Yeah, what's popular culture in 2017?
Oh god, I'm being just wrecked right now.
Ponies. Undertale's still a thing, right?
It was for a long time. I think it's still.
I think it's gone now.
Well,
I think
it's not
that
as
died,
popular
actually.
anymore, but it is still popular.
And
fuck you, dude!
what else is popular at this exact moment?
He's ruining me. Are you seeing this shit too? Like, his combos are insane.
people still watch movies, right? That's
Yeah,
a
people
thing.
still watch movies. That's a thing.
What just came out?
It's Emoji Movie.
Up just came out.
That movie from the Disney?
No, Emoji Movie did just come out. We haven't seen it, but we've seen
fuck
people
no, I'm not
complain
gonna
about
see
it.
it.
Potentially, it's possibly the worst movie alive.
It might be. I wouldn't be surprised if it turned out to be.
Yeah, all I've seen is people taking screen caps of, like, the first line of reviews of it.
I have seen literally the Rotten Tomatoes score on it, and it is
What is
actually...
it, 0?
For a while it was. I think it is actually considered one of, if not the worst movies of all time.
What's the Rotten Tomatoes score for One Piece?
I don't know. The movie? Which movie?
Is there
There's
a
like
movie?
6.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm still getting ruined by this guy, even in cutscenes.
Yeah,
Aw. Luffy doesn't really know this guy very well.
Okay.
But I think because they both respect Ace, they're working together as much as they can.
I thought this guy was dead.
No, he just got stabbed in the guts. He's not.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, don't
All
question
right.
it.
I no longer question anything.
Yeah,
What's
this guy
the
just
line?
does it.
What's
His name's
the line
Ivan.
for this? No, it's like humanity got a grim reminder that day, right? That's the line from the thing
Yeah,
people
yeah,
still
sure.
like in 2017?
Sure.
I know pop culture.
Ace is the only brother I have in this world. Spoilers, it's not the only brother he has in this world.
His other brothers are like Apocalypse and some other alien from the Kree Empire.
Yeah. Yeah, and Whitebeard's like, stay down, I like idiots.
What?
He told you, stay down, I have a soft spot for fools.
Okay. And what would the other option have been?
Not lay there dying on the ground. He makes an attempt to face up against the fearsome admirals by himself, but falls short. Beaten, bruised, and unable to stand, yet still Luffy does not give up. He must save Ace. Luffy makes a final request to Ivankov. That's that character's name. He's also literally the Tim Curry character from, oh fuck, what am I thinking? Ah, shoot. Oh shit. No! I can't remember right now. I'm too full of One Piece.
I don't know.
I feel super bad about this. Rocky Horror Picture Show. There we go. Fuck.
I've never seen that either. I don't know what kids like these days.
Yeah. Okay, well, he's literally that character from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay. Everything just is what it is. Whatever. Sure, this is happening.
Also,
Of course it is.
he's a doctor who used to work with Luffy's dad. And
Okay.
his big doctoring skill is that, like, he can kind of reach into your guts.
Oh, that's
and...
just pressure points. Whatever.
No. Those spikes on the ends of his fingers are vials.
Okay.
He's injecting shit into
Oh,
him.
you're roided up now.
Yeah, he's roiding him up. He does this once before in the prison when Luffy gets a certain kind of poison that's supposed to be toxic and kill you, like, completely. And in order to survive, he injects, like,
All
anti-venom.
these guys we can't play as
and
are
all
almost
sorts
level
of
2.
other shit. And as a result of injecting Luffy with all of this stuff, I think it scars his chest horribly because he has to be injected in the heart. And for like a day or something like that, he's just left screaming in a
Is he
fucking...
vomiting his own hand in that shot that's covered now?
It looked a little like it. It's just because his head's so large. So he was pumped full of hormones and roids, and he's just going crazy nuts.
Sure.
That's what it said.
I mean, that's what happens in a fighting game. Is you roid up and you punch.
And this is the sort of thing where pretty
okay.
much every human being ever can't take that, and it will kill you if you do this shit. Yeah, that's like androids of a man. It's not even the original dude. They're fake Kumas. The guy's name is Kuma, and somebody just built like Kuma Pacifist and Pacifista, sorry. And people just literally built android versions of him.
Is this still more tutorials?
I guess. You can branch from a normal attack into a ranged attack or guard break. Luffy's ranged attack is X with down, LS, and X. So Guard break branches X attack, X plus A to guard break. Jesus Christ. Okay. I guess I can figure it. X plus A is impossible. Why would you make that a thing?
Wait, well, which button is X and which is A on our controller?
Square and circle.
That's not impossible.
Oh wait, no, wait a minute. Is that not right? X plus A. Because that's a guard break. So, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm thinking guard.
One of the things had a stick motion involved. Oh well,
there
you
it
did
is.
it.
Yeah, they both did. It's for ranged was the first one, and guard break. I'm wrong. It's not circle. Circle is guard. I don't know why I keep making that mistake.
They
Guard
sound
break
alike.
is square and X.
Okay.
So you can do. Oh my God.
You can press X over
X
and
X
over.
X X X and then LBY. If a friend is available, you can unleash an even greater variety of attacks. Press LT or RT to swap to your ally. Press X to attack when swapping to perform a swap attack. This is fucking insanity.
I mean,
I messed that up. Okay,
this
let's try this again.
This doesn't sound any harder than any other fighting game. They all kind of are complicated when it comes to
Fucking hell, these things are ruining me. Okay.
Wasn't
Let's make this
swap
work.
like a shoulder button or what?
1, 2, 3, 4, and then Y with this. Okay, yeah, it told me to swap, but like, I don't. Do I have other characters now?
Yeah,
oh, I
there's a
do.
guy.
Oh, I can play as Ivan. Okay.
Yeah, there was a thing under your thing.
Press
and there's
LT.
2 of this guy, if you didn't notice.
Oh, yeah, of Pacifist Anymore. Press LT swap or RT swap when you blow away a foe with certain attacks. You'll launch a Unity Chain. A Unity Chain lets you tag out while attacking foes. Unity Chains can cost 2 bars of your burning gauge. You can't use this move if your gauge isn't full enough. For Ivankov after Y, you can use LT to swap or RT to swap. Jesus. Okay, so, oh god, you want to do that, and then swap for a Unity Chain, and then they'll... It's just a kick? That's nothing.
You switched characters and attacked at the same time.
Unity Assist costs 3 bars from your burning gauge. If you have 1 or less, you can't use this move. So when he's hitting, you can Unity Assist, which is a swap in like this.
Okay. Sure.
If your foe uses a Unity Assist on you, press LT or RT to fight back with a Unity Clash.
Okay.
That'll cancel the Unity Assist and put you in a more helpful position. This move takes 3 bars off your burning gauge, and you'll need to decide carefully when you bring it. So you can Unity Assist and then Unity Clash when the animatic comes up for it, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
That's
it looks
weird.
like you're getting it fine.
I'm starting to get it, yeah. I'm kind of interested as to what his different stuff is. Okay, that's hair removal fist, that's death wing, and tension hormones.
Okay.
I think he hit me out of that, though it was a guard technique, so I'm not sure how he did that. We'll see.
A guard break?
Yeah, maybe it's, I don't think he used a guard break. I've noticed that the enemy, this enemy has a very obvious guard break, and you can kind of see it when it happens. We'll see. Oof.
So you're actually fighting now, and it's not going to spring up another bit of tutorial?
No, it doesn't seem like it, not thus far. Though if I have the thing enough, I can totally do unity breaks and stuff like that. Boop. Here the second.
It's not helping you
Yeah,
much.
not at all. Okay, fuck. Let's go with the big one then. Can I hit him from this? Oh, I can't. He's like a ranged character, but yeah, somehow you can't hit him with all of your ranged techniques. It's really weird. I don't know what's up with that.
So it's possible to miss.
I guess.
Like it's not just, oh, like, they dodge. It's like you can just miss.
Oh yeah, you can
were
totally
using a
just
regular thing that was going off to the side of him.
Oh.
Which is weird, because it's
I don't.
a fighting
What the
game.
fuck was that?
I don't know.
That was something I've never seen. So this is all about just teaching you the Unity stuff, which is weird. I don't know why you do that.
Okay. Because it's probably pretty important when you're actually fighting. They probably put a lot of time into different potential character combos, so they want you to do them a lot.
Face Spectrum!
Does the anime have a lot of, like, 2-on-2 battles in it?
It has a couple, but it actually prefers one-on-ones. It's a little bit like Dragon Ball in that regard, where it doesn't really like to do the whole, like, 2-on-1 kind of fighting stuff.
Well, right now, it's like a 10-on-10-on-10-on-10 on
Well,
10
yeah, okay, in Super, sure, yes.
Yeah, they are doing team stuff right now.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. Oh my god, this guy's super wrecking me, though, like, even now.
Well, you're getting him. He's almost gone.
Oh god.
You'll get it. You're doing better than I would.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. There you go.
Jeez. Okay. So now what's-her-face stands in the way again. Boa Hancock of the Sea. She's one of the 7 warlords of the sea.
Sure.
That's what it is. It's 7 warlords. It's not 4. Although I think there are 4. The 7 warlords I think is a different thing. I think 7 warlords are people who are part of the world military, but are not part of the main government. Which I was trying to say earlier is a bunch of people who dress specifically in like space suits with big glass helmets.
We've unlocked this guy.
They don't like breathing the same air as like poor people.
Jeez.
Yeah, they're really bad.
Do you think maybe like they wouldn't unlock the verses until we like got some of these characters that they're making us unlock? I don't know.
I mean, that's also possible, sure.
Level up to all of these guys.
Oh my god, I've got to go through all of them. Jesus. Okay, there we go. I don't know why they start you off with Sabo. I'm really confused about that.
I don't fuck if I have any context for this.
So what were the other missions coming off here? The mightiest swordsman Mihawk stands in Luffy's way. Luffy avoids fighting him and just makes a dash across the ice. So this is an extra chapter. Yeah, so the green ones are not important to the actual plot. The main plot is the orange and the red ones. And
We're doing enough of this that I don't know if we can call it a Sunday.
We might need to break it up, possibly.
Yeah.
We'll see. We will see.
But you might as well just call this Let's Play This Game.
I think I'm still going to call it what I did. So we'll just deal.
Oh, so this is if you avoid fighting this guy, your friend fights.
Well, Buggy fights, and Buggy's not really your friend.
I don't know. Piccolo fights this guy.
It's not even Piccolo. Buggy is like the first main villain of this. Yeah, I noticed I lost. This is not a fair fight in any way, shape, or form, by the way. Buggy's the first guy that Luffy fights when he first becomes a pirate.
Oh, he's Yamcha.
Yeah, he's not even Yamcha because he never becomes a friend. He's like Boss Hair.
Boss Carrot?
Yeah, this is Boss Carrot. Like,
actually, in this case, I guess this would be Pilaf. No, Pilaf kind of isn't. I can only understand animes in the terms of other animes. I don't know what people
in the terms
notice.
of like Dragon Ball.
Considering how often in Popka's stuff I refer to characters as this is the Sephiroth. This is a Sephiroth.
You've never even played Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think I'm gonna win this one, so I'm just gonna like avoid it.
If you want me to understand an anime, you have to explain it in terms of Dragon Ball or Animorphs or something like that.
I wanted to see how rough the EX missions are, but that's
okay.
Clearly
So those are clearly
those are bonus that I'm guessing you are going to get the ability to come back and do later.
Yeah.
Jozu and Marco.
Who?
Fall before Luffy's eyes, and Whitebeard's body is here. However, his will is not yet broken. There's no way I can die before I ensure a bright future for all of my sons.
Does he mean that in like the internet way or the literal way?
He means that in the everybody on my ship is my son.
Okay,
I said that at the beginning
way.
of this, so yeah.
You know, he's just proud of all his large sons, and he's really referring to like dogs and anime characters.
And he's like, never talk to me or my sons ever again.
Yeah.
So here's the execution of Ace. So nobody knows where the fuck the devil fruits really come from. But some of the downsides of them are things like if you fall in water and you're a devil fruit user, you immediately, like, sink. You cannot swim.
I mean, that makes sense as a weakness in this setting.
And if people have things made of sea salt, like sea salt batons, which we saw Smoker using earlier, or sea salt shackles, they take your powers from you immediately. And this is a natural, innate ability that has nothing to do with Luffy's, like, devil fruit at all. This is his Conqueror's Haki, which is something he figures out right now, and it's if he screams loud enough, people pass out around him.
Okay, so he was a regular mutant, and then he got bit by the spider. Yeah, you can explain animes to me in terms of X-Men if you really want.
Yeah, he started out, you know, like fucking Wolverine, but didn't know it, and then he got bit by the spider.
Sure! You'd think that would have happened at some point. Has that ever happened?
Probably.
Has anyone ever been X-gene positive and then it got affected by, like, the radioactive spider or something?
Not the radioactive spider. I'm sure there's something.
What if an X-gene positive mutant gets tossed into the Inhumans cloud? Does that happen?
The Inhumans cloud kills like 90% of the people who fall into it.
Yeah, what if it doesn't, though?
I don't know. In this battle, you'll be aided by Daz Bones, aka Mr. One, officer in the service of Crocodile. Daz Bones will help Luffy boost his attack force during awakening. So I can, I can activate him somehow. Is it just auto-activated, maybe? I guess.
It said awakening, right? Like, that's a thing you do. You have to build your bar, right?
Okay, it's that kind of
Watch out for that knife sitting in the middle of everything.
There's a knife sitting in the middle
Yeah, you
of
didn't
everything?
notice it's behind you. Don't back up, you'll cut yourself.
Is it a... Oh, wow, I can actually change the camera slightly as well. I just now noticed.
Okay, cool.
I can go back and forth, but I still gotta do the over the shoulder thing. That's really weird.
But it's something.
Get fucked, Mihawk!
So Fluffy here is like half vampire and half werewolf and half centaur, essentially. He's got all the powers.
No, he's nowhere near as bad as, like, there are Shonen Jump characters who literally are given all of the powers.
Oh, well, if we're talking just Shonen Jump in general, then Goku.
Attack increase.
Like if you're gonna compare all of these properties to each other, Goku exists.
No, we'll talk about Ichigo Kurosaki, who literally gains the ability of every villain he has ever fought.
Mega Man? Sure.
No. It just turns out that they were always a part of him and he didn't know.
Alright.
This is the main character from Bleach. That's Crocodile.
I know next to nothing about Bleach, except at one point Gene Simmons' son traced it and everyone on the internet got mad.
The guy with the big hook for an arm, that's Crocodile. He can turn into sand. That's his devil fruit power. Das Bones.
Alright.
He was
level 4. What does that affect?
I don't know. Probably stats or something for this version of Luffy.
Yeah, but in Versus that's not going to affect
Probably
things, right?
not. Garp couldn't beat Luffy at the execution stand. Now a light-infused Kizaru stands in his way.
Who is anyone?
You'll see. We'll go in and they'll show us Garp and they'll show us all kinds of people, probably. Luffy, just having defeated Mihawk, goes on to overcome his grandfather, Garp. His granddad is Garp, and he's one of the most decorated Navy officers ever, is what I was saying earlier. He does not have a devil fruit, and is unbelievably strong, to the point where he uses an anchor the size of a ship, and he picks the anchor up and swings it around and throws it at people.
Okay, the people on the internet can't see you pantomime swinging.
Yeah. Sorry.
He did that. It was handsome. Just to so many things Josh does is very handsome.
Jesus, I don't want to fight this guy again.
Oh yeah, you had a scripted battle where he kicks your ass
where he beats you automatically, basically. Oh, no. Well, okay, I'm offset apparently. It still hasn't explained what that does.
Yeah, like how is it that you're missing? Like you don't have any way to target, right?
No, not really. I'm not missing the hit. It's just it's farther away. He's not close enough.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
See?
okay,
I'm just barely out of range.
You just need to get into your area of effect.
Damn this guy. This guy is annoying as fuck because he can turn into light.
That's a little OP.
Yeah, you'd think that would make him the most OP guy around, but he doesn't really care enough. So he's so laid back, it's to the point where, like,
oh, you're a big man now.
Yep, I'm the big man now. I get to be the big man. Oh, damn it.
So was that broken glass effect just a thing anyone can do?
No, that's his tremor power. It manifests on land as broken glass.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't entirely understand it. And that was me using it again, in a different way. Oh god, I'm getting my ass whooped. This version of Whitebeard's gonna die.
Just hit him with a bunch of basics, he's really low.
I'm just trying to...
There you go.
Yeah, see, all of the glass shattering shit is his, because it's supposed to make him look even stronger than he is.
Now they gotta huddle and discuss their strategy.
No, he's gotta murder him.
It was a weird camera angle.
Yeah, I know. Did you notice the ship looks like a whale in the background, too?
I didn't, but it sure is a whale.
Garp is dog-themed, by the way. He wears a little hat that makes him look like an old man, but also a dog, and I think his ship has a gigantic dog on the front.
Alright.
To really drive home the idea that he's the Navy's lapdog.
Alright. Some of this feels like the dude just, like, rolled a dice and had a list of random things.
Well, everybody in Luffy's family, like his immediate family, is in some way animal-themed around some specific animal. So you have Luffy D. Monkey.
Okay.
Or, rather, Monkey D. Luffy. Luffy is his last name, but it's Japanese, so... and then you have Dragon is his dad, and Garp is his granddad, but Garp is dog-themed.
So it's Chinese Zodiac.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So far, anyway. That I know of, there's only the 3.
Well, you only need that many to figure out the pattern.
Yeah. So he left Whitebeard behind to take care of the Light Man. But the platform is final trial for Luffy, Fleet Admiral Sengoku himself. Gotta fight Goku.
Yeah, he's not gonna beat Goku. No one beats Goku.
What does Sen mean in Japanese normally?
I don't remember. I want to say it means 1,000, but it's been a long time since I've had to use, like, vocabulary. I don't even speak English properly most of the time.
I love this. He's just, like, gonna do it in front of this guy. And the guy's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this is called. I forget what he ate or what he did.
He's a magic disco ball man.
No, he's like turns into a golden Buddha or something.
Not anymore, he's not.
Yeah, well, they undid it.
He's got a friend.
Yeah, he's got a seagull on his head.
Is
Mr.
that
3
normal?
will boost your attack and defense force when you're burning gauges. I think he does normally have a seagull that just follows him around for some strange reason.
It's staying on him as you flip him around.
Yeah, I think it's meant to... I think he really likes seagulls, and I think it's meant to show off, like, the whole... Oh, well, he's such a good person that, you know, birds will just land on him and sit there, or whatever. Which goes hand in hand with the fact that his ability may or may not be inspired by the Buddha.
But he's a bad guy?
Oh, yeah. No, well, he's a bad guy in that he's in charge of the military, and he stops pirates who are also viewed as bad guys. So it's one of those, like, he's a villain to the main character, but the main character's kind of a villain, too, to someone, probably.
Okay, sure.
Mind you,
that
Luffy...
dead guy in the background, just still there, huh?
Luffy helps people way more often than he hurts people, and I think the military hurts people more often than pirates.
That's probably true in real life? I don't know. I mean, there aren't really a lot of pirates in real life, so statistically...
Oh, not anymore, yeah.
Yeah, statistically, I mean, they probably do less harm by virtue of being, like, not very many people.
Giant
You got an Chivo?
Yeah, I did. Because I killed him with that, so it was the fancy version.
Cool.
Yeah.
I thought you had achievements turned off.
He's doing it again! Like, it's showing off the thing I did. Oh no, it's a different one now.
It's the MS Paint circle tool.
Yeah, he could just turn into this at will. He
So
just
can
takes in
every
a lot of
cartoon
air.
character if you want them to.
Yeah, but
and tell someone
specifically
to do
Luffy
it
has
on
some kind
DeviantArt.
of weird growth.
It looked exactly like all of those.
Yeah, but he has like this weird ability that he just does that sometimes. Ace isn't dead yet.
All of this just to kill one guy.
Yeah. It's just, you find out later on that there's a lot more to Ace that some of these people were trying to protect, but yeah, like, for real, it's just to kill a single dude.
At this point, you'd think you'd cut your losses.
You'd think so.
You'd regroup and come back later, instead of blowing up your own base, letting this guy wreck everything.
And Ace's ability is that he's made of fire.
Alright.
So, as long as you're around him, he can just take fire off you anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You can't kill him with fire either.
Is this a mutant power?
He ate a fruit.
Okay.
So he's a fruit eater.
Okay. They're very
happy.
happy.
Those are the pirates, and they're pretty happy. Because most of them owe a lot to Luffy. But also, they were here just to help, so why not?
So we've unlocked this guy now because we saved him, right? He's playable?
Probably. He's got like a 12-pack.
This is one of those anime styles where everyone's got like a 20-pack just by default, right?
Yeah, Logias, by the way, they described it there. They called him a fire-type Logia. A Logia is a Devil Fruit user whose entire body is converted into an element. So he's a fire Logia because even though he looks like a human being, he's just compressed matter into... It's fire into body. So if he wants to, he can just turn into
almost
fire.
A level.
Yep. Okay. We're going all over this boat area.
When do we get versus mode?
Luffy and... I almost called him Lofi. Lofi and his allies have freed Lace. The brothers fight in perfect combination to defeat all foes around them.
In the cathedral.
In the cathedral.
Or something, I don't know.
Having overcome obstacle after obstacle, Luffy finally succeeds in rescuing Ace.
Okay, a furry, sure.
Yeah, that's just a person in a suit.
Sure.
Also, I should point out, Ivankov does have like a German accent.
Alright. You can't really tell because
no, you can't because they're speaking in Japanese.
Yeah.
But when they write down his stuff, he was saying things like "wonderful."
Well, so what's the actual? Is it actually supposed to sound like a Japanese speaker with the German accent?
I have no idea.
I can't tell.
I don't know what that would even sound like.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell if I heard it. It would just all sound foreign. I know enough Japanese to know I'm hearing Japanese when I hear it. That's about it.
You asked at the start of this if 4Kids had dubbed this, and yes, 4Kids dubbed like the first 2 seasons. And then everything after that was a completely different group. I think it was Funimation.
Is this guy trying to attack him with ice against a fire guy?
Yeah,
that doesn't
he's
sound
an ice-type Logia.
This doesn't sound like what you should be doing.
No, in fact, they should be not even equally matched, but the ice-type guy is significantly stronger just in general.
So
like,
his
he's
cold
a stronger
water
person.
is somehow stronger.
Well, he's a strong person. Like,
okay.
Press RB ability to do an ability release. You can do this at any time you want. It'll consume the ability gauge above your HP, though once it's used up, you can't use your ability anymore. Okay.
Okay, so I just realized that, like, the brothers are like the Human Torch and Mr. Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sure.
Your strength goes up when releasing your ability. You can also press A to jump to unleash your character's special movement skill. What? So if I jump and then press it, I can do that. What the fuck was that? I don't even know.
I assumed they were talking about like a double jump or an air dash.
Yeah, I was wondering if that's what they meant. Do I have to hold it, maybe? Oh, you hold it, it does things. Okay. So that's his special because he's a Logia user. He's got, like, things where he just turns into partial fire. And the bar refills. Okay. That's good to know.
Okay. So this guy he's fire. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and he does dash.
You go.
That's what it was. Okay, so you jump when you have that active.
Yeah, if someone says special movement, I usually assume it's a dash or a glide.
Logia users like Ace can nullify enemy attacks. Furthermore, Akainu's abilities are innately superior to those of Ace, so be careful when fighting him with Ace. Haki users can unleash Haki attacks when they release their ability. These can cancel your foe's ability-based attacks. They can't nullify guard breaks or heavy guard breaks, however. Aokiji will use Haki attacks when his ability is released. Use your guard to shrug it off.
Too many types of things.
Yeah, so this guy's abilities are innately stronger to yours, I guess, but he also has Haki, which is a different thing. And he could do it to do a bunch more damage to you. Did you see us both go in ice and fire forms?
Yeah. So I'm feeling like we need like a table of weaknesses and strengths, like in Pokemon, for all these different
we should get
types
one, right?
of thingies.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like this is like, I'm not even talking the fire and ice. It's just like, okay, you can be this mutant, or you can be this fruitant, or you can be
yeah, you have mutants and fruitants.
or you can be a voice,
and you can
be
have
a Skyrim.
Both. You can have both. They do both exist.
Yeah. It's there's too many. Like, I need a list. I need this written out in, like, tabletop format.
Yeah,
so I know
it would
who's
be
got
nice.
which bonuses.
And we need to know which ones can actually, you know, make viable offspring with the other, because
Yes,
we
that's
don't
important.
know. That's usually in the table for certain D&D style games.
Yeah,
I
I've
don't know
seen
why
that
it's
in a lot of
necessary.
things for, like, webcomics. Too. Well, maybe not a lot, but occasionally. There's webcomics that'll make sure that you know which of their things can fuck. The answer
Dragons in D&D are great because their table for breeding is like everything.
Yeah.
There's literally not a single thing a dragon can't breed with.
Yeah, like, there's often, like, one race that can breed with everything. Like, I've noticed, like, I mean, obviously a lot of fantasy settings are going to be based off of D&D to some extent, but just the idea of just having a half something is just really fun, you know? Like, well, my character is an elf and a vampire.
Yeah.
You know, you want to do that. It's fun. But I don't understand the ones in this.
I should probably point out, by the way, that One Piece, basically, with the exception of character introductions, up until about a little bit before this point, doesn't actually matter anyway. A lot of early One Piece, if you're looking at the anime, I think it's like up until episode like 80, doesn't actually matter. It's just so that you get to know the characters and like them.
Okay.
The main plot line doesn't really start until they get to the Grand Line to begin with.
So is it just that, like, the author just made something to be like a fun thing and then decided, like, halfway through he got a wild hair up his ass and was like, I've got an epic plot, I need to write it down?
Maybe. I think it's far more likely that he went, look, I have this Dragon Ball, I like it, but when you get to a certain point, you just gotta go in and do Red Ribbon Army. Or you just gotta turn it over and
You
go
just
Dragon
gotta
Ball
put
Z.
Raditz down.
Yeah, you just gotta drop Raditz down into the book somewhere, you know?
Yeah. And there is a brother.
Yeah, but it's not Raditz. He's not
Yeah,
evil.
no. I always feel really bad that Raditz never got to be more than just, like, one fight and he was dead forever, by the way.
I think one of the games for Dragon Ball Z actually gives Raditz a storyline.
We need to get a bunch of the Dragon Ball games. We have one.
Yeah. There's a bunch of the Dragon Ball games that are just absolutely garbage, though.
Sure, whatever. But,
Oh, and he's got the big pirate flag for Whitebeard on his back, by the way.
it takes up the whole back like a Yakuza
Yeah,
tat.
he
I'm
did
sure
that
it's
on
supposed to
purpose.
be.
I don't think it's typically that big, but on Ace it's gigantic, yeah. It's supposed to look like a Yakuza tat.
Yeah, Raditz is cool.
And this is a big fucking reveal that I think prior to this did not get explained. He really likes it, like Whitebeard really liked it when he had a bunch of fucking people calling him ops, because otherwise he's not a very good person. His fucking rival was Gold Roger, which was the king of the pirates, and they called him king, so calling him Pops or considering him a dad is like the closest thing Whitebeard had. And it's being pointed out now that Ace's real dad is Gold Roger, which is something that no one was supposed to know, but I think the military, just this one dude was aware of it. And it's like Gold Roger supposedly left behind nothing at all, not even a ship, with the exception of like his crew. And it turns out he had a son.
How the weird stretch and squish of the face is just really bizarre.
A little
Mouth
bit.
wobble.
A little bit.
They're trying to maintain the style. Like, I heard half of what you said, and half of it was like, face stretching. I was like, oh my god, look at that.
It's basically like fucking Master Roshi, right? Died.
Okay.
And left behind turtle style and nothing else, and only a handful of people know it. But then it turns out Master Roshi had a son.
He probably does.
I don't know.
Statistically.
I'm trying to figure out the best way to explain it.
Do you think that Master Roshi has never successfully inseminated a woman?
I don't want to have this conversation.
He's like 200 years old.
I'm getting my ass kicked, by the way. I thought I was supposed to lose this fight, and I seriously don't think I was.
You know who does have a son that you could use for this?
What?
Professor X.
I guess.
His son's sometimes usually.
I guess I just gotta be a fucking Logia user against this dude, because otherwise it's not gonna work.
Okay.
So I gotta do the thing where you can't hit me for short periods of time.
Yeah, and you can't do it while trying to explain what's happening to me, because that's too hard.
Yeah. Oh god, this guy's ruining me. This is really bad. This fight is fucking rough, dude.
So you said this guy has a real dad, so is he not actually the brother of his brother?
Yeah, so it turns out when you actually get the explanation, they're adopted brothers.
Okay.
The person who raised Luffy also raised Ace.
So their mutant powers aren't related?
No, they are both they're both fruit users.
They're fruits.
Yeah, they're fruitants, but Luffy turns out is also...
So like another 10 episodes and we're gonna find out he is a vampire or something, right?
No, he isn't.
I don't know, this is obviously trying to top itself constantly.
No. In fact, you find out that's not even unique. The shit that Luffy does is super ununique.
Being a fruit and a mutant together is
almost
not unique?
Every other character that we run into after this point is both of those things also.
Okay, why not? So you gotta up the ante somehow.
Yeah, in fact, I'm pretty sure we figure out that this dude that I'm fighting right now uses both also.
Oh, okay. and then we're going to find out that someone here is also an alien.
Right? Not here, I don't know.
Are there aliens in this
I don't fucking remember. I'm thinking about it now. There might be. Piccolo doesn't show up here.
Okay. The guy in the back is Piccolo.
Yeah, that guy in the back is just dead, but he's Piccolo.
Sure. So the environment destroys.
Yeah. A lot of Ace's stuff is like really fucking specific, and I'm really not enjoying it.
Oh. You don't even have an assist.
No,
here.
I don't. I wanted to switch to Luffy. I was like, oh man, I don't have trouble. Like I've never played as Ace properly, except in that last fight, and I just want to switch to Luffy, and then I realized he's not even here. I just got to do it as Ace.
I'd offer to try, but I'm gonna do way worse than you because I haven't even touched the controller this whole time.
Yeah, let's see if we can go back and do some of the EX missions or something.
Can you go back to the main menu and see if anything's been like unlocked?
I don't think anything's changed. Pirate base unlocked. Mode unlocked. Collection. Mode unlocked. Pirate flag battle. Mode unlocked online.
Sure.
Free battle. That's versus, yeah. Mode unlocked. Wanted versus unlocked. Polish your skills as you take down bounties.
That's probably like scripted.
Okay, so now we can kind of skim around and see some of this
probably didn't need to go as far as we did.
Yeah, probably not.
All right, let's fight. Let's
pick up this one.
Where is it?
You can take this one.
Okay.
And I'll take this controller.
Okay.
You're gonna have to go into versus because I don't have any control.
Which one was that? Free battle?
I think free battle is gonna be versus, as opposed to wanted versus, which I think is something else. Yeah.
And I'm not gonna know what I'm doing.
Okay. So that's your choice.
Okay.
I guess. Because it's not letting me select anything.
Random. I'm just gonna leave them random.
Okay. Great.
What?
I don't know.
How many things do we need?
I have no idea. I don't even know what the fuck is going on here.
Random.
Okay, cool.
Do I have to select these two?
I don't think so. No. Okay, hit return. Hit return.
Which one is B? Is that square?
Yeah, it's square.
No.
Hit start. Start is complete. So if you really want to just go with random, just hit start here. I think that works.
You know
Unless
what?
you want to set your support,
Fuck it.
I guess.
Fuck it.
Okay, press A on button 2. Okay, there we go. I don't think I'm going to be random. I think I'm going to select characters that I like. So I'm going to go with Brooke and Frankie and I'm curious to see Chopper, but I really want to see Usopp too. I'm not sure which one I want to go with. I'll go with Chopper. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go with random. You select it. I have like literally no
Yeah,
control
I'm
of this
holding
at all.
the long controller, so I'm first.
So I get to be Brooke, who is a skeleton with an afro, and at this point in the game is dressing like a king because he is like a rock star.
Okay. I don't know who I am.
Yeah, you're the Whitebeard.
Random. I picked random for everything.
It showed you. You're Whitebeard.
Was that what that
Yeah.
was? Not just a loading screen?
No, and this is the intro.
Okay, why is this happening?
Because I'm guessing one of your randoms was probably Ace as well.
Alright.
Chopper is the doctor, Brooke is a musician, and Frankie's the shipwright. Frankie's a robot, Chopper is a reindeer, and Brooke is a skeleton.
Alright, so you're the Undertale team.
Two of them, the reindeer and the skeleton, are fruit users. One of them is immortal. The skeleton is literally immortal.
Man, why do we need like 10 lines of dialogue for each of them?
And Frankie is just a robot. He's a self-made robot. Oh, crap.
Yeah, okay, so first player always gets to be, like, in...
Yep, you always get that really nice space, and I do not. I just got a deal. Clearly, I just got a deal here.
How do I do anything? Okay, that's jump.
I don't have access to, like, any of my... Oh, no, there's one.
What did I just...
You got hit by me. My special was to, like... I Jigglypuffed you.
Oh, okay.
See ya. Yeah.
What did I just...
okay.
Oh, is this me?
No, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, you're a Brooke and I'm a Chopper now. Okay.
What happened?
Or am I still Brooke and you're...
I don't know. I had selected random.
No. Okay, you have
What?
Chopper. Chopper is on the left. Oh, you're on the left. I'm Brooke. The characters it chose for you are Whitebeard, Chopper, and Ace. And now I'm Frankie because you beat my Brooke.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. I get what's going on now. Yeah, I'm a robot, dude. I'm a fucking robot, so... Why did you pause?
On accident.
Dude, what kind of button would start have been?
I don't know. I was checking.
Oh, God.
Okay, so once we've done this, should we, like, reconvene later to do an actual regular tournament start?
Yes, and I think that something that we're going to want to do is definitely grind, so that we don't have the same problem that we did with the last little bit where we were running around as Ace.
Okay. What?
Yeah, he eats candy to change his form because he's a super doctor.
Okay, that explains nothing.
He has the ability to grab, like, candy that'll change his physical form into different things. Because he's literally just changing the composition of his body.
Alright, so which button is guard?
Square.
No, square was punch.
Oh, sorry, circle. Circles.
Alright.
Enjoy!
How do I do, specials? Because I've got, like, a full bar.
Right stick. You gotta click it down. R3.
Okay.
And this will take you into this mode, and then if you hit it again, you do an actual special.
Okay. Oh, so now I'm doing that thing you did.
Yeah, and it's only the one.
We are the same color.
Yeah, we are. I knocked you out of it. What am I? Okay,
now it's
one on
easy
the ground.
to tell.
I couldn't fucking tell who I was even.
Yeah.
That was
like,
super
I am
annoying.
assuming they have recolors or costumes.
I don't think they do.
Well, I won somehow.
Yeah, you won, because I was on the
Somehow.
horrible side of the screen.
Should we switch places and see if it does the same?
I'd rather just stick with you winning. That's fine.
Are we done?
Yeah, I think we're done.
Final thoughts.
I like this game. I think it's interesting. I don't really like the battle system quite as much. I feel like that ace thing that hung us up was like really, really rough. But outside of that, I think this is fine. This is probably going to wind up being more than one episode of a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Outside of that, I really like One Piece, and I'm happy that we got to play this a little bit.
Cool. My final thoughts are I'm confused.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Don't give it up, Lupe. Don't give it up, Zolo. Don't give it up, Nami.